All of his cabinet selections have been now announced, 21 of them. There are 3 that are going to have problems. Pete Hegseth, Department of Defense; Tulsi Gabbard, Department Director of National Intelligence; Robert Kennedy Jr., Health and Human Services. Hegseth, not a lot of experience managing a mammoth bureaucracy, and he's got people throwing accusations at him. That's not unusual in this day and age, you know that. Accusations every day, every way. They're used as cudgels now, and you need to step back and evaluate. But Hegseth really doesn't have the management experience. That's the best word. If I'm a senator, I bring him in, but boy, I grill him hard. Robert Kennedy Jr. has just got too much conspiracy stuff on his plate. And we went over that last week. I don't have to go over it. But he did a nice job in the environmental area here in New York on river keepers, clean up the Hudson River. He's dead on about the food industry causing death and disease among Americans. I mean, it's a big scandal. It's just as bad as tobacco, all right? But boy, if you look at Kennedy's background, stuff he said is so irresponsible. You can't defend it. And then Tulsi Gabbard, you know, she stuck up for Putin in Russia, and she's an isolationist. She got her in charge of national intelligence. I don't know. Again, I'd bring her in. I like her. She was very good on this program, answered the questions, didn't dodge. But I'm not sure national intelligence is where she should be. Anyway, those 3 in the weeks to come are going to be problematic. But we will follow it and report on it fairly. So the 2 most powerful people beside President Trump are Susie Wiles, the chief of staff. She is 67 years old. She ran the Florida campaign for Trump in 2016. She is the daughter of the late sportscaster Pat Summerall. I never met her. My reporting, people I know, is good. Solid woman, very smart. The most powerful person in the country beside Donald Trump is Stephen Miller, Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy. Now everybody goes, well, he's just a Deputy Chief of Staff. There is no sheriff. Trump is the sheriff. So it says Deputy Chief of Staff. There's no Chief of Staff for Policy. It's Miller. Now, why is Miller so powerful? He's 39 years old. I first came across him when he was attending Duke University, and he went to bat for those Duke lacrosse players who were falsely accused of rape. Remember that story? That was a horrible story. Well, Miller is one of the few that stood up in defense of these lacrosse players. I always remembered that. And now he is the guy closest to Donald Trump on policy. So I have said that Trump's White House will be top down, unlike the last time. When he entered the White House, he was a bit insecure. He'd never been there before. He hired people that he shouldn't have hired. Now he's going to run the show. And Miller is the guy, he's going to be a top advisor, will pick up the phone and tell the cabinet heads what to do. There's not going to be a lot of policy outside the White House. It's not going to be like Bush the Younger's administration. You'll remember that Colin Powell, Secretary of State, Donald Rumsfeld, Secretary of Defense, Dick Cheney, they had enormous power in that administration. That's not going to be it. Trump, Wiles, and Miller are going to make the policy, along with a couple of others. Miller will pick up the phone and say, this is what we're going to do. That's it. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. America is at a breaking point. Record inflation, interest rates, debt. The last thing we need is more reckless government spending and higher taxes, and they could happen. But a Harris presidency could bring us into that zone, plus a hit to your retirement savings. So protect your savings with American Hartford Gold. They'll help you secure your retirement by diversifying with physical gold and silver. Start with a simple phone call. They'll guide you through the process, even deliver gold and silver right to your door, or place it directly in your IRA or 401k. Don't wait. These safe haven assets can protect you in an economic crisis. Call or text American Hartford Gold today. Tell them O'Reilly sent you to get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.